This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so I have a framework application. That's a loan app and a implementation class, auto loan. And I created the properties here, and I created a case in the implementation class, and I created I was trying to create a section here, but when I'm trying to access the properties from here, I don't see the property.
Click on dot.
Yeah, even with the dot, I don't see it. And
go to more.
Sorry?
Go to more. And down there's a more, right? More. Dot.
Oh,
more
okay.
Not there. But your framework is not displaying. Come up.
Sorry?
Click on dot again. Go to more again.
Okay.
Please wait. Where is your framework is not displaying now here? There is no framework is displaying.
Yeah, that's my question. And I looked at the inheritance here for this class, like this, and I don't see the framework here also. So I think I'm not doing something right.
Okay, video one second. One second.
Okay.
Okay, this is your framework. This is your class group. This is your implementation case type. Okay.
Yeah.
So open the class group once. Here we need to change the framework, not work dashboard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
SDFC icon your framework is FW something is there, right?
Yeah, loan up. Yeah.
This is your framework. Huh?
That one. Yes. Yes.
That's it. It will come.
Oh, okay.
Let's try now. We will come.
Okay.
No, different. Come, list open it.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. Go to more. Okay, ma.
Oh.
Okay. One second.
Okay.
One second. We created the properties in framework, right?
Yes.
This is our framework.
Uh-huh.
What is this one?
That is my implementation class.
Implementation class already here there, na? Why you are spinning this class?
Oh, that is application actually. Oh, that's a different application.
Implementation. Why you so okay. Let's open your framework is here. Just open the properties. Customer ID, first name, last name is there. That's fine. Refresh it. Try it once. There is a customer ID, first name is here. That last name is there. Okay. So we can just go and let's click on dot. Go to more. Autodesk class on this. Mozilla.
Sorry.
This is a Chrome or Mozilla.
Oh, this is Mozilla. I think Mozilla.
Use the Chrome.
Okay.
Just do one thing, close it. Mozilla is
Okay.
not supported for that.
Oh, okay.
Set the default. Just log out here. Close the tabs here. Close the tabs first.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, wait a second. Just use the Chrome.
Okay.
Browser is not a issue, but use the Chrome.
Okay.
Provide the credit.
Okay.
Wait a second. Okay.
Okay.
I think you created the section into the work class. I think so.
Oh, okay. So we
You can just here you created the section into the work class. That's the reason it's not coming.
oh, okay. Oh, I
Just
see.
do one. Just delete this one.
Okay.
You can just develop the business logic into case type only. Okay.
Oh, okay. So case step is a class. Oh, I forgot that part actually. I missed that actually. Okay, got it.
Just close it and refresh. The section is deleted. Don't develop the business logic into the classroom. Develop the business logic into the case type only. Okay. We do one
Okay.
thing. Insert section. I'm going to show you. Hit and open. So I'm going to create this section to the insert class.
Mm-hmm.
So change the layout format is then take the control text input. Get from property first.
Okay.
This is the work class.
Okay, I see.
Got it?
Okay,
The same process. Okay.
okay. Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Not completed first task. Insert task also not completed. No?
No, I was stuck here. So.
Oh, please you just ping me, no problem. I will try
Uh-huh.
to again.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks. I think I can go from here now.
Okay, let's come to discuss the one class and we'll close the class today. Okay,
Okay.
and complete the previous task also. Okay. If
Okay.
you want time for gap, then take gap and complete it. Okay, previous task.
Yes. I'm going to complete it today.
1 second. Now we done for OBJ open. So we're going to do OBJ browse only, but in the OBJ database, we're going to discuss that already I told you. Database concept is left for while discussion about the UID, I mean data model design. Yeah, database concept discussed later. I mentioned that, right? Then we're going to discuss about database now. Okay, what is the database? What is the purpose of the database?
Okay.
Database. So I'm going to explain one task for this. First, understand the database. Database is nothing but a read and readable page, and sharing the data. Database used to sharing the information or to sharing the data to either same work object level and different work object level and in one server level. Okay, suppose database, the purpose of the database is sharing the information or sharing the data to others. That is the purpose of the database. So what are the types of database is there? And database is a shared pages on the servers clipboard, which can be shared with the work object, among work objects, among multiple requesters. Among multiple requesters means one server. In one server, multiple requesters are associated. The data will be shared into the one server. How many requests are associated on the one server? So it can be created under data model category. Database will be created under data model category. Database will be created started with D underscore. Or database always created the data class, not work class. Database will be created under the data class only. So database will be available on the page or pages. Page means single data. Page list means multiple data. List of data. Database are read-only pages and editable also. This is a newly added one. Data pages are read and editable, not only read only, read and editable. Read and editable only pages. And this cannot be updated or deleted from the clipboard. So whenever create the data table, one data page is created by default. So in the clipboard, the database will be stored in clipboard only. Let's come back to our application. Admin address of Robin. Password is Bruce. And click on login. How to add the database? Just to go to data types. Already I told you 2 tasks. While creating the data type, so we'll get the checkbox. We need to click on the checkbox. So just to sample records is the data table. Go to records, click on the configure source. I think I'm not adding in. So click on the configure source and we can add the database. Okay. So there is one thing. I'm just adding the sample ID. sample name. So we need to configure the source. Configure the source means create the database. This cannot be configured for the use of record editor. The source cannot and been configured from the source of means configure the source. Here local storage area. You can just configure the configure the source of this data table. Here database is created here. Suppose if you want to create the database, create it, or otherwise if you don't want to create, uncheck the checkbox, or if you want to create the database. How many databases are created? Database are start with 3 underscore. This is the page data, this is the page list data, this is the savable database. Savable is a newly added feature. So that is the sync page and page list one. Okay. So what is another one? If you don't want to uncheck this one, what will happen? If you want to add your database, add database. Just click on the data type here, add database. This is the way for creation of the page list. Okay. I'm not checking it, so that's fine. This is for creation of the page database. I'm going to tell you. So in the clipboard, data page is the one of the page in clipboard. Okay, v underscore these are all. This will be created the clipboard under data pages. Okay, from Pega 7 onwards, these are the editable data pages also. But okay, I mentioned here. Before 7, these are read-only pages, but name also different. This is a declarative pages before 7. After 7, that name is changed, data pages, and purpose also, and that we can just read and editable also, edit the data page data. Okay, that means data pages are editable now after 7. Before 7 is not editable. That's the only point. Editable data page will be created on clipboard under user pages. Means so two pages. Data we just what are the data page is created, that page is stored under the user pages. What is data page? Data page is also one of the page in clipboard. These are the types of the pages or modes of the data pages. That's fine. Here editable data pages, here some data pages are d underscore, right? D underscore. Okay, this means this data should be editable. Okay, if you open the data, any database. So px result, just open this database. Open this record. There is a click on edit. We can edit the data. Means edit database are editable. Okay. So save. That is nothing but a editable database. Means editable database always created and which under user pages. But read-only pages are created on which one? Under the data pages, either node, thread, and requester level. We'll discuss what is a node, thread, and requester. Fine. Next one is database can be populated from below sources. Means in the database we can use for the sources like connectors. We can refer the database into the data transform. We can refer the database report definition while generating the reports. So we can use for report definition as a source. Means in the activity only we can call the database. Database sharing. That what is that? Mention the database should be final. What is the main purpose of the database? Sharing the data. Sharing payers will be servers. Okay, clipboard within the sharing the work object among work object multiple requesters. What is this one? Database nothing but just sharing the information to the others. Okay, so let's come to the discussion about what are the that while sharing the data, how many requesters, I mean how many operators are able to access, who are accessing, who are not accessing. So these are the database. Database will be sharing the data to others. So suppose what are the types of database or modes of databases? We have 3 modes. One is for node level. First one we have a thread level. Thread. Another one is for requester. Another one is for node level. These are the types of data pages or modes of data pages. Suppose when the data will be there into the thread level, what will happen? When the data is there in thread level, only the data will be sharing to within work object. I mean that only the data will be sharing to within work object. One operator is there. Suppose let's say one example operator. Operator is associated to one work object or multiple work objects. Tell me. Operator is associated to one work object or multiple work object.
Multiple work objects, right?
Multiple, right? Suppose
Okay.
that when the data is there in thread level, the data page will be sharing to only for one work object level. Okay. Suppose the
Okay.
operator is associated to one work object, the data will be sharing to only one work object. That's it. If that data in requester level, data is there in requester level, the data will be sharing to when that operator, suppose operator is this operator associated to three work objects. The data will be sharing to these three work objects.
Okay.
That is for requester level. What is the node level? This operator is something in that we just take the server. Let's take the one server. Your application use the one
Okay.
server. In one server, multiple requesters are associated. Multiple requesters are associated. Something requester 1, requester 2, and requester 3 means like developers. You can call it as developers, right? Developers are all they're accessing on the server data and they're processing the work object. Means
Okay.
who are accessing on the server means when the data is the node level, all requesters who are associated on this node level, who are associated on this server, that all requesters are able to access in node level data. Means who are associated on that all requests in that one server, the data will be sharing to all requesters. That is nothing but a data. Three types of the sharing the data page. One is for single work object, multiple work objects, multiple requesters. That's what. This is nothing but a single thread means single work object, requester means multiple work objects, node means multiple requesters. That is nothing but a different type of sharing the data. Okay. So from database. This is nothing but a types of data pages, or we can somebody is calling it as a modes of data pages also. So this is for I mentioned the thread level, requester and node. What is the thread level here? When scope is thread, the database can be saved within the thread only. Within the thread means within the one work object, not between others. No other operator will be not able to that other operator is not able to access on this data, thread level data. What is the requester level? When the scope is requester, the database can be shared multiple work objects. Okay. So this is what single requester session, not multiple requester session. Multiple requester session means a node level. That is for. So we have a refresh strategy here. Database can be refreshed based on time once per interaction. Once server restart, they can be done under the load management tab. Time means suppose in each 1 hour if you want to just refresh the database. Why? Because your data will be just whenever just populating the drop downs or whenever adding the some data into the data table. Interaction means adding or deleting something else. So based on the time, based on interaction, whenever server starts, just to refresh the database. This is a refresh strategy for database. What the purpose of refresh means? Only updated data is available on database. Something there is a country table. Okay, in the HDFC Bank, there's some countries they are removed into the branch. Suppose UK they are having branch in last 1 year. They are going to remove that UK branch. What is happened? We need to update the database, right? That means we can just delete that UK branch into that HDFC country table. Okay, so that is nothing but whenever adding and deleting something, any something interaction in whenever server restart, just refresh the database. Okay, that is nothing but a refresh task. Where is available? How to create the database? I will tell you. These are all options. This is for database interaction. How to create the database? I told you how to create the database. So as of now, in last class, we created as a retrieve data records, right? Retrieve data records. Just I'm going to open this data table only. Fine. So here we already created in the last class this data table. Go to the usage. This is the go to the usage tab of the data type. Here, this is a single page. This is the list of pages. If you open the list of pages here, see what are the tabs are available in the database? Definition tab, load management, parameters, and pairs and classes. Before going to discussion, any doubts for this document, Robin? Data pages and types of sources of. I'm going to show you this.
No questions. Thanks.
Fine. Let's come to that. Database will be already created. I told you how to create that one. Whenever create the data table, your database is created. We need to click on the checkbox, generate database. Or otherwise, if you uncheck the checkbox, come back to the data table. Just click on here. Just add database. This is the two ways to create the database. Databases are created under the which class? Data class only. So the purpose of the main database is sharing the data. Okay. So suppose the tabs are database is definition tab. In that definition tab, database definition. What is the definition? Structure. So there is a already told page and list. Page and page list. So page means single data. Page list means multiple records. This is the data class. Edit modes. Read and before suppose if you want to read only access, just read only. If you want to editable access, read. If you want to saveable access, this is a newly added one. Saveable is nothing but saving the data into the database. Okay. Then nothing but actually this is a newly added for 7.3 onwards is a newly added savable database. There is no concept for that. Only this purpose is we have some other requirement in the project. So that savable database is the purpose of this, just saving the data to the data table and database. That is purpose of the savable databases. As of now, by default, read only is there. Scope, thread to node requester, which level you're going to insert the data. Okay, that is the scope level. So data structure, sources, connector, data transform, report definition, these are the sources of the database. That's what I mentioned here.
So how do you pick the thread node or requester level? When you're creating a data page, do you already know which scope to choose?
That's the reason. Suppose if you want to give the access the database to multiple requester, mention that node level.
Okay.
Got it? Suppose if you want to give the access on only one operator, multiple work objects. That operator is able to the data will be sharing to that one operator how many work objects is associated. That data will be that operator wants to access on the data multiple work objects.
I understand that, but how do you know whether you need to give access to more than one operator, or is that part of the business requirement?
It's a part of business requirement only, exactly.
Okay.
So some databases are in the node level. Some databases the node level means you are not responsible. Maybe who are with the providing the data from the database, they will mention on node level only. You no need to mention here. So the purpose of the node level means what are the your team size 15 members is there. They're all 15 members able to access on the node level data. That is server level access data.
Okay. Sorry, thanks.
So they will clearly mention, or sometimes they will mention on the scope also, or otherwise if you're as an operator, if you're accessing on that if you want to access on the data either single or multiple access, you can use for the requester and thread only. Node level you are not responsible. This is the high level structure. Okay. So this is for by default thread is there. These are the sources of the data. By default, source is report definition. By default, one report also generated here. This is the by default report. Suppose if you want to generate the report, we'll discuss later what is the report definition, and we'll discuss later. Employee ID, designation, salary, and name. What are the properties is there? Your report also is generated. Just save it now. I'm not passing anything else. Just to click on actions and run. Our concept is not report definition. Our concept is database. Just I'm going to show you how it look like reports. We will see discuss later how to generate this. A table of reports. The chart means chart representation is not showing, but we'll discuss later. Just skip the concept now. So come back to that. Database sources are we can use like that. Mean that. So we can call the database. I mean, within database we can call as sources these rows. If you want to call the activity, you can use that activity name here. That's it. So these are the sources of the data pages. Now come back to the load management. I mentioned refresh strategy available on the load management. Clear database. When you're adding and updating, so suppose if you want to refresh it, so do not reload when reload older than. So based on times and based on that for interaction, if you want to refresh it, okay. So whenever server restarts, suppose you want to refresh database, do not reload whenever you meet the when condition. When you meet the when condition, you do not reload the when. So once when condition is reached, if you want to refresh, apply the database refresh, refresh the database. These are all the purpose of the refresh strategy. These are the ways to apply the refresh strategy. The refresh strategy main purpose is just updating the data. That's all. Experimental means restricted feature set of high throughput. Where actually you're not using the checkbox. As per developer, you're using this one only. Parameters, you can pass the parameters here. Parameter already I told you purpose of that parameters. What are the parameter database we'll discuss in the project. As of now, we discuss only parameters, only database only. Page and classes, just to mention the class and page name. This page will be just insert into other classes and other pages. We can mention. There is a purpose of this all. Usage already is there. Okay, anyway, it will just load it. Fine. This is nothing but a data pages options are available. So what is our task is, suppose I'm having a simple requirement. I'm saying the one example and I'm applying the different example. Or otherwise we say example here we have a employee ID and company. We have some screens. Okay. Company. Suppose if you want to populate the drop downs for the company, employee ID. Suppose employee ID has some 1122 something is there. Right? If you want to populate, okay, if you want to populate the drop down in the UI, you can just go and refer the data page into the UI in property level. So how will we do that? My task is how to populate the drop downs. A company, email ID and company, employee ID and company. That is actually task. This is simple task only. This now we are not applying actions. By using data pages, how will be referred into the section in property level. By using that, how to populate the drop downs. That's all. This is for task. Okay, let's come back to that. This is task number 2 is done. I think we already sectioned already there. We do one thing. Let's go to the App Explorer. Retrieve records. We already sectioned. No need to create all these things. Not this one. Not this one. you. Okay, display populate drop down. To task. Okay, I'm going to create other section into that in insert task in other class. So I'm going to develop this scenario for insert task. We do one thing, just add the steps. So what is the task number 3? The task is populate the drop down or populate the data. Populate the data. How to populate the data as a drop down? So by using data pages, how will be populating the data? This is for task. We do one thing. So we already properties is there employee ID, employee name. I'm not creating these properties again. I'm going to use same properties here. Employee ID, name, salary, designation. These are all properties already created into the framework class. We already data table already is there. So we do one thing, create. No need to create data table. Just to previous data table only. Create data table, or otherwise we use about data table only. What is the properties in the data table? These are the columns. That's fine. I'm going to use this data table only. We do one thing before going to section. Okay, so this properties already is there in framework. I'm going to create the other section, or otherwise I'm going to use for this business logic into the different in the insert section, insert task one. Develop into business logic any case type, not only issue. Okay, so create the case type. Here I'm not using the case type. I'm going to develop this business logic into insert task case type only. So observe that one. Insert task. We have already insert task case type. So I'm going to develop this logic into this case type. Fine. So before going to properties, you can just create the properties. Already properties is there in framework. No need to create. In step 3, what? Create a section. Before going to section, what we need to do? Okay, we need to create the database. Already database is created. Okay, just go to database directly. No need to create. Go to database. Your page already created in this class. Go to database. Okay, now just populating the values, means fixing the this values into through database. Then how will we do that? Observe that one. Let's come back to the first step. Retrieve data. Records is a data type. Go to records your data. Let's enter some data. 44. Yeah. Fine. This is the data. So let's save it now. I told you whenever adding the data, we need to refresh. Refresh the database. So just to open it. Go to load management, clear database. Whenever clear the database, we need to click on the plus checkbox and submit it and refresh. Your database is updated. Come back to the records and save it. That's fine. Now what I'm going to do, just to open the usage, open the list database, mention the page, not list. List we'll do later tomorrow. List is a separate process only. So I'm just using for page. Here
Yes. Yes.
This is a data class. This is the read only also by default only. Source, change the source as a activity. I'm going to create some case activity something. Through this one, through this activity, I'm going to fetch the data. Through this activity, just fetch it. So no need to specify the pairs and classes, directly specify the OPJ browse. I will tell you what is the purpose of OPJ browse. Expand this method. Here page name. Page name just to specify the data page here. What is it? This is the page. This is the page, and give the class JSIT. The class is retrieve data records, your data class. Fine. Maximum records, how many records you are going to retrieve, just mention the record. Here get-row key is not our, just get-row key is nothing but, suppose if you want to retrieving the data by using PZINS key, you can just mention the get-row key and click on the checkbox. As of now, we are not using PZINS key and check the checkbox. So what is the logic here? Just to provide the employee ID. We can apply the sorting also. Here ascending or descending and company. Company or something what? Designation is there, salary is there. Okay, company I'm not adding it. We don't think name. Okay. Okay. So we can just modify name. Just populating drop down name. Fine. Name. So suppose you mention on that some sorted type is descending order. The sorting is applicable for only for first property. Suppose if you have some 4 properties here. 4 properties sorted not apply. Only first property what is sorting order you mentioned, it will applicable for sorting for first property. That's it. Okay. This is for representation of the activity. You can just save this one. So we do one thing while we are going to call this activity into the database, right? We need to take the security permission. Load database. Remember that. Save. Close the database. Close that activity. Come back. The activity is one and just save it. Now where you can call this database? Let's create the UI. So what is it in the same task? In insert task, create user interface section. Something I'm going to give you some pitch page section. Create and open. All the stack. Drag and drop the text input. Put how many properties? 4. And call the properties customer ID. Change the data type also. This is what first name. Sorry. Employee. Employer name. Next one is salary. Salary is the integer and designation. Sorry. So our task is you're going to populate the drop down is customer ID and company name. Okay. we do one thing, just to go to the customer ID. Here, go to the, change the drop down, control as a drop down here. Okay. Here you get list of source, give the database. The database is D underscore, what is that? Retrieve data records list database. So you can click on that, give the employee ID as a property. That's it. Property, which property you want to display in drop down, just to mention that property. So in the name, I'm going to change as autocomplete. We'll do lateral actual autocomplete with separate concept. D underscore view records data list source of property belongs. Okay, give the directory for name only. Okay, let's click on submit it and save. Fine. This is for section. This is for fine. This section is created, right? Let's create the flow action. Create process flow action. So give the flow action name, insert flow action, sorry, fixed space. Flow action, create and open. Follow section here and save. Now, if you want to process the business logic, we need to create the flow also. As of now, no advanced steps. This task is only display purpose. We do one thing with fixed space. Only create and open this flow. Take the only assignment shape. Starter, assignment, and end shape. This will be disconnected and call the flow action. Fixed space and submit it and save it. This is for flow. Okay, so now you can just execute the flow once. What will happen? Just check the result. Displaying all customer IDs, and then click on down arrow, it will displaying all David Stephen, right? This is for autocomplete. As of now, understand is a separate font. If you click on A related words all highlighted, but in that drop down, difference. But there's a difference for autocomplete and drop down. But when you apply the cascading concept, that time I will tell you the purpose of autocomplete. But this is not a cascading concept. Got it? Only the purpose is completing that. That's it. Do you have any idea for cascading, Robin? Cascading concept?
No, I don't.
Okay, like normally we know that like when you select the country, related states are displayed. Corresponding
Okay.
Same like that only. Same, that is a cascading concept.
Oh, okay.
But there is in the project requirement actually. It is just simple like just understand the what is the control purpose of control for database. How will we refer the database into the UI in property level?
Okay.
So this is for displaying. Then we will do tomorrow for different requirement for multiple.
Okay.
Display for multiple records.
Yeah.
So that is for task number 3. Okay.
Okay.
So this is for only through database. How will we do that? That's the one sample scenario. That's it.
Okay.
This is the theory and the scenario. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all today. Any doubts?
Yeah. No. Tomorrow I have a meeting at 8:30. Can we have another time?
Wednesday, right? Tomorrow. For Thursday, no?
Thursday.
Thursday. Tomorrow is not possible, Robin. Actually, I'm going to drop my wife to.
Oh, okay. Then we cancel the class. Okay, we can do it another time.
Yeah, we plan for Friday.
Okay.
We'll
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
plan.